And no, she was gonna say, and no main casualties. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back. It's Curmudgeon Jones coming back to with another reaction video. Today we're going to be checking out Jaiden Animations. I attempted my first Pokemon Nuzlocke. So let's hop right into this video and see what we think.
Within the Pokemon community, there's a set of self-imposed rules you can add to the games to make them more challenging, called a Pokemon Nuzlocke. You can only catch the first Pokemon you run into per route. If a Pokemon faints, it dies, and you can't use it anymore.
Yes.
And you have to nickname your Pokemon to get more attached to them. That means if you aren't careful, you can technically lose a Pokemon game under those conditions. I've wanted to do a Nuzlocke for the longest time. I've started a couple in the past, but never actually got to finish any because busy. But today's the day that all changes. I decided to make a video on my first full attempt at a Pokemon Ruby.
Oh boy.
Let's
Pokemon Ruby. Gen 3, just to throw you guys out there, Gen 3 is a great gen to do Nuzlockes in, except for the no physical special split. Everything else is fun about Gen 3. I really like it. The other maybe problem I would have with Gen 3 is there's an overabundance of water Pokemon. But I think Gen 3 to like Gen 5 range is just a really sweet time for Pokemon games. They're just really good.
From the back of the moving truck my mom stuffed me in and introducing myself to the neighbor Brendan. The kid that I always thought was a monkey said that he heard screaming up ahead. Getting mauled by a level 2 Poochyena.
Kid that I always thought was a monkey.
And she scratches the crap out of it. He gifts me Torchic for rescuing him, and I name her Teriyaki, my first Pokemon. Walking up the route more, I run into Brendan, who challenges me to a battle, where Teriyaki proceeds to also scratch the crap out of his Mudkip. Good job, Teriyaki. You're 2 for 2. Doing great. Professor
Teriyaki kicking butt.
Pokeballs, and the Nuzlocke has officially started. I walked back up to catch my first Pokemon and ran into a Zigzagoon. Alright, not the best, but I can work with this.
Yeah, but your choices on that route are like Zigzagoon, Wurmple, Poochyena. I think that's it on that route. So Zigzagoon's okay. All right, there's nothing great there. The Wurmple is probably the best encounter on that route.
You know, I think we're gonna have a really awesome adventure.
Also, something that I know this is random, but something that I noticed whenever I was actually playing Gen 3 or the Gen 6 remakes of Gen 3 or whatever, you actually technically get your starter on that first route. So as soon as you head out of Little Root Town, you get your starter technically on that route. So if you're actually following Nuzlocke rules, you don't get an encounter for that route. This is something that I learned while watching other people play Emerald Kaizo and then kind of playing it myself. And then it just kind of clicked on me. I was like, oh, I don't actually get an encounter on this route. Because almost every Pokemon game, you get your starter in the lab in the first town you're in. So that counts as your encounter for that town. But in this game, it doesn't. So you actually don't get an encounter on that route, but you could get one in Little Root if there were encounters available, but there's not. So Emerald Kaizo fixes that problem by putting a little pond you can fish in. But yeah, this is actually the only game that you can't get an encounter in your first route because of your starter. Just a random tidbit in case you didn't know that. So I'm wondering if she was technically following the rules. It's easy to mess up. I've messed it up myself. But if she's actually in that first route where she technically shouldn't get this Zigzagoon.
A little bit, all right, guy. Route 102 is right around the corner, and that's where I was able to catch Corn the Seedot.
Oh, we like Seedot.
A couple of friends ready to take on the Hoenn region together. After watching the weird kid Wally struggle to catch his first Pokemon, I continued on to Route 104 and found a little Talo in the grass.
What do you mean? He doesn't struggle to catch his first Pokemon. He catches the Ralts first try. He gets the 1% Ralts and then catches it with one ball. He doesn't struggle at all.
Aggressive and screaming.
Wally is a Pokemon master.
Oh yeah, I know your name. In Petalburg Forest, a Team Magma grunt
we like
jumps
Talos.
some random professor, so Ari and Teriyaki peck his eyes out. Oh, hello, Shroomish. I'm gonna name you Onion. I make it to Rustboro.
We like Shroomish as well.
On Roxanne's gym, Teriyaki kills another Zigzagoon I was about to catch. What's the problem with Zigzagoons, dude? But it turned out alright because she also ended up evolving. Onion was able to destroy Roxanne with ease, and we got our first gym badge.
Good job, Onion.
Exiting the gym, we catch a glance that Team Magma is up to no good again. Something about the scorching earth or something. And this old man exclaims that they stole his Pico.
Not Pico.
Here's your dog. Also, you're coming with me. The mayor thanks me by turning me into his errand boy, and I arrived
Also, you're coming with me. That's actually how it feels.
Alright, what do we got? Ugh. Okay, chomps. After finding Steven, it was time to take on Brawly, the next gym leader. Ari's a stone-cold killer and easily earned MVP in that fight. Things were going well.
Yeah, Taylor's a
2 badges
beast.
in, and the team is looking good. On my way to the next city, I caught a tentacle on the beach. Squidward. And after beating
Of course.
Team Magma and Brendan again in Slateport, it was time again to get ready for the gym battle with Watson. But as I was fighting some trainers, Chomps the Mawile got electrocuted a bit too hard and was killed.
Oh no.
Jaiden, let's battle.
Not
I want to
Chomps.
show you how strong
Not Chomps.
I am.
The bullet seed.
Ari, this is an electric gym. You're not allowed to fight in here, so you can just wait outside. While battling the gym trainers, Onion evolved into Breloom, and together with Teriyaki, they were able to get another victory. Now we were riding high. 3 gym badges in and no main casualties. With our massive comp
And no, she was gonna say, and no main casualties.
confidence, we decided to take on the Win Straight family's challenge of beating all their family members. I had Squidward out front to get him some experience, but we ran into some troubles with Grandma. Oh god, it's gonna do a high jump kick. We can take him out, but I need a clean switch first.
Bye,
So
Whismer.
I had to sacrifice Hushchild the Whismer, but honestly that was the safest move to ensure no one else died. Goodbye, Hushchild.
We'll miss
Might
you.
be missed. While we were heading to Fall Arbor,
You
fighting
won't.
some trainers, Ari evolved. Oh, look at my big bird. Oh, look at you. Yeah. We were almost to town, but we had to get through the
We
sooty
love
grass
Swallow.
on 113. Oh, jeez.
That's everyone on that route. I want the Skarmory. Oh, I got Spinda.
Get in there with the rest of them. I walked into Meteor Falls to see Team Aqua and Team Magma arguing about water and rock.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Can I go? So get over here, Zubat. They kept complaining and I had to go up the volcano they were blocking to fight Maxie, the Team Magma leader. That was a hard fight. Onion and Teriyaki were able to take out his Mightyena and Camerupt, but his Golbat hit hard. I ended up having to switch in Ari and double team up to win the battle. Not the most honorable of strategies, but it worked.
No,
and
do
won
what
the
you gotta
battle.
do to
On the way
win.
down the volcano, I ran into
There's no honor in Nuzlocke. We do whatever we have to do to win.
Cat shop. Oh, hello there, Chad. What? You're a female? Did I stutter? We arrived in Lava Ridge Town and started getting through Flannery's gym. During that time,
You could be a
Squidward
Chad
was
as a
almost
female.
killed by a Fury swiping Kecleon. Fury swipes. Oh my gosh, that does a lot of damage. Stop! But when it came time to battle,
Oh,
he
that
pulled
does a
his
lot of
weight and
damage.
more. Honestly, with the team, there wasn't much I could have done to Flannery's fire Pokemon, but Squidward came in clutch by learning Bubble Beam, and it was all over for her.
Good job,
Batch
Squidward.
4 under our belt. Brendan met up with us outside the gym to give us goggles so we could walk in the sandstorms. I found a claw fossil, and Anorith was born. I didn't know what to name it, so my friend named him Gary. Now it was time for the 5th gym. After some training,
No,
Chad
she's got
evolved
Squidward and
into
Gary so
Machoke,
far.
and the team was leveled up. I
She's got
started
so many
battling
fighting types.
Ari,
She's got Breloom, Combuskin, and Machoke. She's got 3 fighting types.
and after realizing I was in trouble... Yeah, that doesn't do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I managed to squeak by with more double teams. Ari was barely able to take out the first slacking, so when the second, stronger one came out, I knew I had to use a different strategy. I brought out Onion to leech seed it and try and get more chip damage in, which worked, but he was also killed by Slacking's facade, which I
No!
thought he could take.
Not
I was
Breloom.
able to finish off the rest of the fight, but that was the first death that actually hurt.
Not Breloom.
I'm not crying. Someone's just chopping onions in here. But with every down, there's an up. And Corn stepped up and was ready to fill Onion's spot. While
Oh,
passing through
jeez.
Mauville again, Watson asked us
Honestly.
to help him turn off the city's generator. And while down there, I found a Magnemite. You want to come with? Okay.
Got
We
him.
kept on our way, catching Spurky the Electrike. And
Oh,
while fighting
I love
some
Electrike.
trainers, Corn survived 2
Some of my, honestly, some of the, I think the coolest and some of my favorite Pokemon designs are in Gen 3. I love I love Electrike and Manectric. I think that is a cool Pokemon. I wish it was like stronger or better or whatever, but it's a cool Pokemon for sure.
Very close calls. He took a Swords Dance boosted Fury Cutter by Ninjas and a misclick from me, which resulted in him tanking a wing attack from a Tailo. No. Corn, no!
He lived!
Dude, Corn, I'm so sorry. You're such a trooper. Good news is Squidward evolved while training, so that's neat.
Which is
We
actually a
arrived in
decent
Fortress
Pokemon.
City, and this was a gym I was really
Tentacruel's pretty
nervous about.
underrated.
Not only did we not have a good team to take on a flying type gym, but Winona's Altaria is notorious for sweeping teams if she sets up too many dragon dances.
Yep.
I went to the grass to train up the team, and the worst happened. Corn was killed by pin missile from a Zigzagoon. Wait, no. Stop.
Oh, you gotta love it, dude. The death swall grinding, you gotta love it.
Corn! You monster! How could you do this? Is this why you kept trying to kill all the Zigzagoons? I want to think that Corn sacrificed himself because he knew we were at too much of a disadvantage going into Winona's gym, and by opening up a space, we could get the type advantage we needed to stand a chance. With a heavy heart, I brought Zip Zap Zop the Magnemite to the team, and realized how much more grinding I was gonna have to do. I had to fight so many Merrills to get Zip Zap Zop on par with the rest of the team.
This is why you hack in rare candies.
The move Thunderbolt can be used 15 times before it runs out, and I had to go back to the Pokemon Center almost 6 separate times to refill it, meaning Zip Zap Zop killed more than 80 Marill that were living in that lake. Winona led with Swellow, which Zip Zap Zop was able to take out, but she immediately brought out Altaria, which made me very scared because I know she's got Earthquake on that thing. I didn't have a clean switch, and I knew no one on the team could take 2 hits from this Cloud Bird, so I ultimately decided that I'd have to have Zip Zap Zop paralyze it in exchange for his death. Goodbye, Zip Zap Zop. You weren't here for long, but your efforts will not be in vain.
What?
Oh my god! Somehow Zip Zap Zop lived the Earthquake on 2 HP like a mad lad.
For real, how? That's a 4 times
Looking
weakness, by the way.
honest for that one, because there was definitely a
Altaria is a special
90%
attacker, though.
chance Zip Zap Zop was supposed to die there. With that string of luck, I was able to switch Arian for Zip Zap Zop to predict another Earthquake, and started chipping away at the Altaria, which was not gonna be easy. She was already starting to stack up those dragon dances, which made the moves even more powerful, and I was legitimately sweating. But with what little luck we had left, Winona got greedy and tried to get in that last dragon dance, and that's when Aria was able to swoop in and
Cringe AI.
If that Altaria would have decided to attack at any point, she would have one-shotted anyone and everyone on my team. Thank you, Corn.
Yep.
You shined your photosynthesis onto us. From there, I was able to heal up Zip Zap Zop and sweep the rest of her team. The 6th gym badge was ours. Outside the safari zone, I found a Duskull I was able to catch. I tried to have Gary on the team since resurrecting him from the dirt, but he honestly has like no moves that do damage, so I decided to replace him with Sin. We arrived in Lily Cove and I tried fishing on the beach for a Pokemon, but Chad punched the Whalmer I reeled up too hard and killed it. We stormed to Magma's base, and while trying to get the Master Ball they've got on the ground, an Electrode exploded and almost killed Chad, which was uncalled for. After beating their admin, they escaped into a submarine, and I went on to fight the next gym. Tate and Liza were the first double battle gym leaders, and I didn't realize until too late that I was just a tad underleveled for them.
Oh no.
They don't have any more than 2 Pokemon, so I think we should be okay. 42?
Yep. With psychic moves, by the way.
Uh-oh. Sin and Zip made a good duo, being able to confuse and paralyze them, but Solrock managed to get off a Sunny Day powered flamethrower in Zip Zap Zop's face, which totally killed him.
We'll see you, buddy.
That really sucked. He put in so much work for the team and really carried us this far. The rest of this fight's for you, Zip Zap Zop. Squidward came out, and together with Sin, were able to finish off the duo, getting us our 7th gym badge.
Nice.
Alright, Spurky, you're up. I think they single-handedly wiped out out the entire water Pokemon population between Zip Zap Zop and Spurky. I went to Shoal Cave and caught Blubby the Spheal and went out
so
to
cute.
take on Maxie one last time. For some reason, I didn't learn my lesson when being underleveled for Tate and Liza, because I was even more underleveled for Maxie.
Mightyena.
It doesn't go down? This fight was rough.
It doesn't go down?
I was able to take out his Mightyena, but I resorted to Squidward when his Crobat came out, and luck wasn't on my side here, because Squidward was killed by a high roll wing attack. The
Unlucky.
way Pokemon works is there's a small range of damage an attack can do. It's not actually the same all the time, and it's kind of based on chance. So even though it looked like Squidward could have lived 2 wing attacks, Maxie was able to get a low roll on the first one and a high roll on the second, which was the death of Squidward.
Oh, bye,
But it
Squidward.
wasn't time to give up.
You'll be missed.
We had to persevere for Squidward. Ari came in and took out the Crobat and lived on 1 HP when hit by Camerap's Rock Slide.
Wow.
It was a tough battle, but we squeaked by.
And didn't get flinched.
Barely. After that fight, I needed to take a step back and seriously grind up the team again.
Yep.
If we were just a bit more underleveled, we would have been murdered. Blubby joined the team and we got to work, eventually arriving in Sutopolis. Steven and the Sutopolis gym leader Wallace were there saying Groudon was in the cave because someone used the wrong orb and pissed him off. So I went in there, walked up to Groudon, and
I love
Master
Groudon.
Balled him immediately. There's
Yep.
no way I'm fighting Groudon.
Yep.
Now get in the box. While
Good
fighting
call.
Wallace, Spurky was able to take out his Love Disc and Celio. Sin beat his Whiscash, and Chad finished off the Milotic. The team was perfect.
It's a good
And
team.
after obtaining our final gym badge, I knew we were ready for the Elite Four. We got through Victory Road. Wally tried
baby.
to fight us for the last time, but he just needs to stop. We exited the cave, and there it was. The final challenge. Here we go. Sydney was up first, and honestly, he wasn't a challenge at all. Chad and
Blaziken.
Teriyaki were able to take care of his team with ease. Phoebe wasn't difficult either, with Sin and Blubby being MVPs. Glacio was a bit tougher. Teriyaki
What?
was able
You got
to take
Blaziken.
out her Glalie, and Spurky could handle her Celios, but her Walrein was the big problem. Walreins are thick, can tank a lot of hits,
You should be able
and
to
can
handle
do
that
a lot
with
of damage. I
Blaziken
would know,
and
because I have one.
Machoke, though.
I brought out Chad and she was able to get in a good amount of damage, but she was ultimately killed by Blizzard. Sin came out to try and confuse it, but it broke through the confusion and landed a sheer cold.
Oh,
Sheer cold is a
no!
one-hit KO move. It has a 30% chance
Oh.
of hitting the target and will fail if the target Pokemon's level is higher than the user's. But even under all those conditions, it hit, and Sin was killed. 2 great team members. Down and out. Chad was with us for so long and pulled so much weight, and Sin got us through some really tough battles. Even with those losses, we were able to finish Glacia off and move on to the final Elite Four member, Drake. Drake's got a tough team, but we've got a Blubby, and she wanted revenge for her fallen comrades. She ice beamed every single one of Drake's Pokemon.
Yep.
Just a straight up massacre.
As she will.
And with that, it was on to the last battle. Steven Stone. I was legitimately nervous. I led with Spurky to take out his Skarmory as quick as possible,
Yeah.
and Blubby was able to take out his Claydol and Aggron, but then came his Metagross.
Oh,
This might
it's actually
be
a
the
beast.
end. Metagross is Steven's strongest Pokemon, so I needed to hinder it as much as I could before it started doing serious damage. I knew his Metagross had Earthquake, which would definitely take out most of my team, so I had to have Spurky Kamikaze to get a paralysis off. Blubby came out again, and after a lot of hard work, finally beat the Metagross by spamming Surf.
Nice.
Teriyaki was able to finish his Cradily, and his final Pokemon was Armaldo, Gary's final revenge for getting booted from the team. I brought out Blubby because Teriyaki was pretty weakened, and after realizing she gets 2-shotted by him, I knew she was gonna have to die. So
Bye,
with a heavy
Blubby.
heart,
We'll
Blubby
miss you.
pulled off her last Surf, getting Armaldo in the red, and was killed. Teriyaki, the Pokemon who's been with us from the start, who's seen her friends die in front of her, the OG, refused to let any more murder happen. Onion, Corn, Zip Zap Zop, Squidward, Chad, Sin, Spurky, Blubby. Their zeros and ones won't go down in vain. One good kick to the head, And we did it. We completed the Pokemon Ruby Nuzlocke. Teriyaki and Ari were the only survivors, but the whole team put in a lot of work to get us to number 1. A cheers to the true Mad Lads.
Good job. All right, that was great. Obviously, her videos are amazing. If you haven't watched Jaiden Animations, what are you doing with your life? And if you haven't watched more of my Pokemon reactions, what else are you doing with your life? Make sure to check them out here in this playlist and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.